Hey everybody, how you doing? It's Sean from Ridesharing101.com. And in today's daily vlog, I want to talk to you about sort of necessity, the necessity of driving and full-time and part-time. And what I mean by that is it's a lot different driving because you have to than driving because you want to. And by that, I mean, if there's some bill that you forgot about, let's say you get a notice from the power company out here, it's PG&E, and it's a 24-hour turn-off notice, and it's like, hey, pay this $125 bill or we're going to cut your power. That's a lot different than, hey, I've got to save up some cash because I've got a bill I have to pay. Let's say it's the same power bill. When you have to go out and do it, because you have to, when you have to earn money because it's mandatory, it's a lot more pressure, and you behave a lot differently than when you can plan stuff out or just take it easy and see what comes. You might have to work a time where you don't normally work in an area where you're not used to working there, so you don't know traffic patterns, work patterns, and all of that. Because, you've got to pay this bill, otherwise, the food in the refrigerator goes bad when the power goes off. You have no heat. You can't watch TV. Things like that. So, we're all doing this to make some money, but when you absolutely have to make money, when that bill is due and, if you don't work, it doesn't get paid, it's a lot different. Also, you might work and, hey, maybe you don't work enough. Maybe you're in an area where, instead of making the $25 an hour you normally make, you're only making $15. Now, all of a sudden, you have to work 10 hours to get $150 instead of working 6 hours. Wait, was the math right on that? Okay, sorry guys, I haven't had enough coffee this morning, but you know what I mean. You might have to work double the time if you're making half the amount. That's basically, where I was going with that. So, and that's important. It's, you could plan for events, and sometimes the plans just don't happen. You might be like, okay, I'm going to make $100 part-time Monday through Friday, and then I'll make $250 Saturday and Sunday, and then I'll give me $1,000 and boom, I'm good. I can pay the rent. Well, that $500 that you thought you were going to make during the week might only be $350, and you only might make $400 on the weekend. And then you're like, oh, I'm $250 short. Oh, what am I going to do? Whereas, you're like, hey, I got 4 hours, I'll drive, maybe I'll make some money. And then, hey, wow, I made $150. I thought I'd only make, 70 or 80. This is great. I didn't realize that this event was going on, and I got tips, and, that the nice old lady laid a 20 on me when I dropped her off at the airport. Things like that. So it's something to keep in mind. It's a little stressful when you have to grind it out because the bills are due, and you're doing this full time because you just don't know how much you're going to make. If you're making a straight hourly job, you're doing retail, you work X amount of hours, you get paid X amount of money. If you do the same job over and over again, you're working the same hours, exactly down to the penny what it's going to be. With rideshare, it's not like that. So it's always good to budget, plan ahead, plan accordingly, but just understand that if you wait till the last minute, you're going to add a lot more pressure than you really need to. So try to start early. If you know you're only going to work 5 days, maybe work the weekend and then Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So if you need the money and you have to work an extra half day, then that's what you do. But if you wait until the end, it might be too late. So it's all about planning. But I was watching another video about this guy had moved around, and he was talking about, oh, what happened? We're going very high tech here, folks. So anyways, and he was talking about how when he was working part-time, it was just a lot easier than when he was working full-time, because when he's working full-time, it was a grind, and he was never quite sure of how much money he was going to make. So start early in the week when you plan things out. If you only can work so many days a month, work them at the beginning of the month. So if you have to, you can find a way to work the extra time at the end of the month to make some extra cash. So there you have it. That's the video for today. Just realize that working part-time and full-time are a couple of different beasts. So plan accordingly. Think about your driving. You should always think about your driving, and hang in there. See you next video.